Hello everybody, time for Marvel's Spider-Man 2 review. For the first time ever, Insomniac Games introduced two Spider-Man and you are able to change between them. Peter Parker and Miles Morales. As you can see, there's also a glider available. It's for traversing the city where you don't have any buildings to hang on. We have our first event here. Let's go and check it out.
Alright, Snake. Don't mind me. Just stopping your guys' master plan.
Another new thing is that you can play as Venom, which has very powerful moves. You use the touchpad and switch to the other character.
Back to the hustle.
The fabled rings. And while I'm so high in the sky, the wingsuit is the only available option. A feature I haven't seen in any other game until now is the almost instant fast travel. So fast travel is really fast. I'm somewhere in the middle of the map, but let's choose a location further away, for example here. And so, one. And that's it! You are there! Seemingly instant fast travel. I gotta hand it to Insomniac Games, they really outdid themselves here. New York City looks especially good at night.
Hey, Yuri.
I checked out the old hospital that the Flame said he'd be at. It's guarded, but nothing we can't handle. You ready?
And just check out, you can see in the interior of these buildings.
There's a rooftop near the hospital. We'll talk there.
And as you'll notice, some of them even have people in them. And of course, do check the reflections of the city. And of course, it can get repetitive, but it even has a sense of realness. Because at night, most people are at home, like the ones here. And in an office building, I wasn't able to find anyone. So they even thought of that. And of course, you will encounter the same character many times. And of course the same interior, but all in all, just admire this city line. Is this amazing amusement park with ton of activities you can do here, and many other more. There is a mission involving Spider-Man and his friend, but I won't spoil it. And you'll get to try all these attractions. I think you can just watch the density of the people here and how colored the neon lights are. Not to mention the reflections in the water. And of course the shadows. Amazing job, Insomniac Games. And if you're not soaring through the skies or swinging by the buildings. I'm sure there's an absolute pleasure to just enjoy the city and its people, its reflections, its light, and how the light reflects on everything. Just look on how one building is reflected into the another, and just look at the detail of the buildings, of the people, and their density, of course. And let's climb a tall building like this one. Admire the city, and of course your shadows. Look, even in that glass you can see Spidey's shadows from above as well. And look how far into the city you can see. This is on the other shore, but let's look to the left where we have all the city in front of us, and you can actually go there. We're flying for a while. And of course there is a day-night cycle. Now it's evening and a bit cloudy. And what I like best about the Spider-Man, it's its sense of speed, especially when you are traversing the city. Even if you don't use the glider, it's actually a lot faster if you don't use the glider. And what I noticed in this game, there are a lot of scenes happening on roofs, like this one. This is a pretty low roof, but even in higher roofs, there will be barbecues and gatherings, or even sunbathing. Just look at this, they're actually enjoying like a walk in the park. I don't know if New York is real like this, but I like how they did it in the game. Combat. The new enemies from these games are the hunters. And fighting as Venom is very empowering, and of course all the other gadgets you have will help you a lot.
Not enough of you here already?
But classic move.
Nice.
Navigation and combat are the only superlatives of Spider-Man 2. The story is a great one. There are missions that will literally make you cry. The music is very well adapted, and the sound of the city, the ambulance, the people around you and how they talk around you, and you can even interact with them. It's all great.
Passing through.
Of course, you might have heard that
That looks like one of Beck's Mysteriums.
at Games of the Year, Spider-Man didn't win any awards. It won at PS Blog, but doesn't really count because PS Blog is run by Sony. But for me the game is still very good, and if you enjoy games in general, I really think you should buy Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation 5, and of course if you have a PlayStation 5. And even if you explore the city, for example, those purple spheres here are made by a tiny spider bot, which doesn't appear on any of the maps, and you just have to navigate the city to find them.
This one seems really high-tech.
It adds to the exploration, and even though people say that you can finish the game relatively fast, the exploration will keep you entertained, and you have a lot of side quests. Also, all of them have very good stories. So the game is great. It might be it didn't win any Game of the Year awards from the international pressers. I don't know how to put it, because although it's better than the previous games, it doesn't feel like it's adding much. Okay, its graphics are better, more moves, you can play as Venom, but it's not really that different. The city is still the same, it's not winter anymore, and it's not autumn.
That looks like one of Beck's Mysteriums.
But if they were improving on... look, another spider. I need to collect them all. Probably the critics didn't think the game did enough to deserve a new Game of the Year award. And of course, there is no other rating lower than 10 that I can give to this game. So a perfect 10 out of 10 score for Spider-Man 2. I hope you enjoyed my review of Spider-Man 2. And if you own a PlayStation 5, be sure to try this game if you didn't already. And if you enjoyed my presentation, don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification button. Thank you very much. Bye bye.